Welcome, I'm Cassandra, and this is your general and love forecast for March 2018. I'd like to take a moment to let you guys know that if you watch my readings every month, then you will notice that this one is going to be a little bit different. I was just in the mood to shake things up a bit, so I've definitely done the readings differently this month. And I would greatly appreciate your feedback. If you like it, please let me know. Leave me a comment, let me know. If you don't care so much for this and you would rather me to go back to the old way, please drop that in the comment box. If you like both ways and you don't care either way, I'd appreciate if you could drop that in the comment box. I greatly appreciate your feedback, and I just want to make sure that, that everyone likes it. I'm definitely going to keep count on, the votes that I get here. So definitely give me your feedback. If you don't mind, I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, let's jump into this. Okay, for the first card, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moons, and Scorpio Risings, we have the Sun in the reverse position. So you guys are definitely encountering a delay in regards to something in your life. Maybe, for some of you, this could be indicating that you might be kind of at your wit's end in regards to a relationship in your life. This could be a romantic relationship, or this could be a friendship, a business partnership, any type of relationship. But you could really be at your wit's end and really wondering, should I just be done with this? Should I put any more energy into this? Is this really worth it? Do I want to continue on? So a lot of times this is about being at a crossroads, where we are trying to figure out, is this something we really want to continue pursuing? Now, this can also indicate that you're experiencing a delay. Maybe some of you have, say, applied for a job, and maybe you're just not hearing back, and, maybe there could just simply be a delay and getting the news that you're waiting to hear. Or, maybe if some of you have creative projects going, you could end up being delayed in regards to getting them done. So, this is overall, us experiencing obstacles and setbacks and delays, and they can be disheartening sometimes, but, don't lose your optimism, don't lose your enthusiasm, be determined. If this is something that you really want and something that you're truly, truly passionate about, and this is something that you really want, then don't let this delay bring you down. Just know that it is temporary. And if you can look at it like that, and you can definitely take it on as, okay, this is not going to knock me off of my path. This is just a temporary delay. In no time, you will have this card in the upright position. Also, some of you could be trying to move, and you might be experiencing delays in regards to that as well. Now, I will be clarifying the first three cards, the 6th and the 10th. So that's how I'm going to do it this month instead of clarifying all the cards. But I've also added some advice cards in this month. So, okay, continuing on. Now, for your circumstances, we have the 4 of Cups. So this is definitely a time where you're doing a lot of inner reflection. Perhaps you've been through something. Some of you may be considering making a decision, and this would be an emotional type of decision for you. Or it would be a decision that is about something that you care a lot about, that you have passion for, that you have love for. Now, when you look at this card, she's staring at the reflection of herself in the water, and the water being symbolic of our emotions. and our spirituality. But she's definitely just stuck there reflecting, literally. And she doesn't see that she's actually being offered this cup. Now, this cup is being represented as an opportunity, but she's just so focused, you know. And sometimes there can be a bit of apprehension because, you know, especially with Scorpio, we have a tendency to, you know, be a bit distrustful, you know, and hey, we have every right to be because we've experienced many reasons in our life to not be so trusting. So, you know, this card can be where we're kind of leery, where we don't know if we want to reach out for that cup. We don't know if we want that opportunity. We don't know if we want to go that way, you know. So we're definitely pondering and considering, you know, taking it, but we're also still kind of focused on ourselves. And sometimes there can be a tendency of getting too lost within yourself and your emotions, because Scorpio does have very deep, intense emotions. So, you know, you might be going real deep. So I don't want you guys to miss this cup, you know. This opportunity could be a fabulous one, or, you know, it could be a bullshit opportunity. But you're not going to know if you're too stuck in your emotions, you know. So you got to be looking around, be aware that an opportunity is going to present itself. Okay, this would be the focus card. We have the Page of Swords. So this is definitely our card of third-party information, spying, you know, receiving secret type information. And this is also a card of where we could potentially end up receiving a bit of disappointing news. And this news, it definitely pushes us to where we have to make a decision very quickly. So yes, if you're not receiving any information from third parties about, you know, something in your life or something that may pertain to your life, then you may be receiving some disappointing news. And this news, you're going to have to make decisions quickly. So we won't be able to have too much time for reflecting. You know, reflect a little, but we're going to have to make a decision quickly. You know, with the Page of Swords, you know, for some of you, this could be a young child in your life. And if this is a child in your life, then this child would be very inquisitive. Yeah. There is a very great desire to speak with the Page of Swords. So this child would definitely want to speak up. For some of you, a child could come to you and tell you something that you did not know. And for some of you, this could simply be someone that is younger than you that brings you some information. You know, they could simply be a year or two younger than you, or they could be a lot younger than you. And in some instances, you know, let's keep it real, this could be someone that's older than you, but, you know, is just not nowhere near as mature. So, many different ways this can occur. Look at me, I'm wanting to jump here. Okay, this is your recent past, or the energy that is moving away from you right now. So we have the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is, we have definitely manifested something, we've materialized it, we've set it into motion, and we are waiting on results. So some of you could have been waiting to hear back. Some of you could have been waiting on a decision. Some of you could have just been waiting to see the results of something that you started. And again, this is your recent past. You know, this could have been a creative venture. This could have been a job. Maybe some of you went and applied for a job. Maybe some of you are waiting a decision within a relationship. It can go many different ways. But overall, you're waiting to hear back results, and this was your past. Now, this brings us to the present, the here, the now energy. We have Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands is definitely indicating a transition type of period. And a lot of times with this transition period, it brings about confusion, sometimes struggles. And a lot of times this can indicate that some of you could be having conflicts with someone in your life. And sometimes these conflicts can become so long and drawn out that it's kind of like, why did we even start arguing? You know, because it starts with something and then boom, it turns into something else because it's just like argument after argument. You know, or this could simply be indicating that some of you are just confused about which way to go. Maybe some of you are experiencing some struggles. And some of you are definitely experiencing conflicts with someone else in your life. Okay, this is your near future. Here we have the Four of Coins. So it looks like you guys are definitely focused on building your money. So some of you could be working really, really hard towards attaining that financial security for your family. Now, some of you also could be clinging to something, you know, whether you're clinging to your money, or you could be clinging to a person, a relationship, you know, a situation. But sometimes this can indicate that we are, you know, hanging on to something, you know, with everything in us. And if that happens to resonate with you, is this something you really want to keep hanging on to? You need to be honest with yourself. But overall, the focus here is on, you know, getting our financial security so that we are comfortable and that we can provide our family with a comfortable life. Now, sometimes when this card comes up, someone may try to ask you for money, for a loan of money. And, you know, a lot of times people may be perceived as being selfish with this particular energy. And it's not that you're being selfish, it's just you had to work your ass off to get the money that you have, so you're not going to just hand it out, you know. And so sometimes people can perceive you as being selfish, but, you know, that's their perception, whatever. Now, for your attitude, we have the High Priestess. So you guys are definitely going within. You're listening to that inner voice. You're listening to your intuition, your gut feeling. Keep going. And a lot of you are definitely looking at things like, you know, there's more to a certain situation. Like there's something going on. It's like you're trying to put a puzzle together. So you're trying to solve something that is going on in your life. So you guys are definitely going within and relying on your intuition. You are trusting your intuition, and I love that. Scorpio's got very strong intuition. You guys definitely need to rely on it. Now, this is how other people would see you, and here we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse position. So this is definitely indicating that, you know, we are not being controlled by our fears anymore. We are not stuck in indecision. We are able to make a decision just fine. For some of you, at some point, you could have been trapped because of your fear. You may have been restricted in regards to making a decision because your thoughts were so overrun by fear. But now you are no longer held back by that fear. You're not allowing the fear to control you or your decision-making process. Okay, so this is our hopes and or our fears. So here we have the King of Wands in the reverse position. I love this card in the upright position, but no, not a fan of it in the reverse position, okay? So this can definitely be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Most of the time this is an Aries. So the King of Wands in the reverse position, he's a bit more temperamental here, okay? He's also got a lack of self-confidence. He's also not so sure of himself and others. And see, when he's in his upright position, oh, he is very confident. Very confident. But he loses that confidence in the reverse position. So some of you may be fearing, you know, this exact scenario. And the King of Wands in the reverse position, he can also be someone that can be a bit sly. This is someone that could actually, they're really good at getting other people to do everything for them while they just sit back and reap the benefits. So, yeah, that may resonate with a few of you. So, but overall, I'm going to class this as a fear because I don't see any of you actually wishing and hoping for a lack of confidence, a lack of self-esteem. You know, yeah, that just doesn't fit for me. So, we're definitely going to put that in the fear category. Okay, for our final outcome card, we have the Emperor. So, classically, this is ruled by this, you know, Aries. The Emperor, he is also known, this is also known as the Father card. So this could indicate, you know, some of you may actually be dealing with your father soon. Some of you could be dealing with an older man, you know. This could be an uncle. This could even be, you know, a grandfather. Or this could just simply be indicating, you know, an older male. Or this could be indicating that you guys are just channeling this Emperor energy. And you guys are like, hey, I'm going for it. You know, I'm going to take control. I'm in control. Because the Emperor is very much in control. And the Emperor is very good, especially when it comes to resolving issues. He's very good at making sure that both parties, you know, feel that a fair decision was come to. But the Emperor to me is about taking control. You know, the Emperor is an authority. So for some of you, you know, this could actually indicate an actual authority figure in your life or someone that you may have to deal with here in the near future. Or some of you are simply just taking on this energy as, I am the authority, I am the one in charge, and I am taking control of my life. I'm in control of my life and what happens to me. And I love that, especially if you're channeling the Emperor's energy. Keep at it, because you are absolutely correct. You are in charge of your life. You are the authority of your own life. So I love that energy. You know, I'm going to go deeper, but we're going to use the clarification cards. Okay, for the bottom of the deck, we get the Lover's card. So the focus here is on relationships. This could be a marriage. This could be a romantic relationship. This could be a long friendship. This could be a business partnership. You know, it would be a relationship with someone that you have a history with and that you care for. And so the focus is definitely on relationships. Maybe some of you are wanting to get into a relationship. Maybe some of you are already in a relationship and you are very focused on the relationship. Okay. Okay, back to our Sun card in the reverse position. We're going to clarify, which I got 2 clarifying cards for this one. We got the Queen of Cups, which is Scorpio. And we got the 4 of Wands in the reverse position. Okay, so automatically 4 of Wands in the reverse position. So maybe this delay, the obstacles, maybe even the crossroads, something is definitely occurring within the home. Okay? Some of you may be experiencing an unhappy home life. Maybe some of you are experiencing a setback in regards to your home life. Some of you could be literally trying to get, maybe some of you actually could be having a new home built. And if you are having a new home built, you're experiencing lots of delays here. And then this would be an extra warning, especially if you are having a house built. This could be indicating that there could potentially end up being a structural type issue. So you definitely would want to bring in another contractor or two. You want to make sure things get done right. Now, some of you could be experiencing issues within the home life. Maybe some of you are deciding to move away. Maybe you desire to move away. Maybe some of you are dealing with empty nest syndrome, so to speak. Some of you could actually be experiencing issues within a marriage, and you are actually at this crossroads, and you're trying to decide, is this something I want to continue with? Because it's definitely got the home life turned upside down. Now, something else about the 4 of Wands that is very important, whether it's in the upright or the reverse position, this is a card of where we need to really take stock and be thankful and grateful for the blessings that we do have in our life. No matter how big or how small these blessings are, we should focus on what we do have and be very grateful for what we do have. I have had a lot of people, that are just absolutely pessimistic. And they're like, I've got no blessings in my life. Well, you're wrong. Are you breathing right now? That's a blessing. Do you have some food to put in your stomach tonight? That's a blessing. Do you have children? That's a blessing. Are they healthy? That's a blessing. I mean, I can keep going. Some people tend to focus on the negative when there are positives. You just got to look. People tend to, not everyone, but, there are people that tend to take these things for granted. And this is a card saying, don't take things for granted. You need to be grateful for all of your blessings, no matter how big or how small. And this is really a very good thing to do, because when we refocus our attention from, what's going wrong and what we're lacking, when we refocus our attention on, okay, let me count my blessings, let me be grateful. When we start focusing on what we do have and being grateful for what we have, that's when a situation can turn around and we can end up attracting more good things to come our way in prosperous times and reasons to celebrate. Our minds are very, very strong, and Scorpios, you know this. You know how strong your mind is. You can simply think something and it happens. So think good things. Make good things happen. Now, Queen of Cups, this is absolutely you, Scorpio. She's very much in touch with her intuition. The Queen of Cups, she definitely tends to rely on her intuition rather than her logic, So this would definitely be indicating that this is very much an emotional issue for you guys. But with her being in the upright position, you're definitely considering, all of this in a balanced way. And that's a positive. Okay, for the advice, we get the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse position. which this card's definitely made an appearance in quite a few readings here. So the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Yes, some of you may be experiencing, a reversal of luck, maybe some bad luck, but I don't really like to look at it as bad luck. The Wheel of Fortune is saying you need to get in there and you need to get your hands dirty. You need to work hard. If this is something that you truly want that's being delayed and encountering obstacles, you just need to get in there and do the work. Because you can, by doing the work and not being afraid to get your hands dirty, you can literally reverse this wheel upright in your favor. So it's really all in our perception and how we choose to look at something. If you want to look at it like, you're not getting what you want here because you have bad luck, well, if that's what you really want to think, but I'm here to tell you that's not the type of thinking you want to be having. This is basically letting us know if we get in there and we really do our best to work at changing the situation, then it can definitely go in our favor if that's what you want. For some of you, you may not want this. Maybe you're just like at your wit's end and you're like, I'm done, I'm ready for a change. So each person is different. Every Scorpio sun, moon, and rising sign, we're all different. We're all on our own journey. And we don't all want the same things. And this is why I babble endlessly in my readings, because I like to throw different options out there because we're all different. Okay, we had our Four of Cups. This is our circumstances card. This is being offered an opportunity. Could be a fabulous opportunity. Could be an opportunity that's bullshit. And that opportunity is a fantastic one. This is an opportunity. Yes. Pull up out of that self-reflection. Don't get too lost in self-reflecting, okay? Don't be too afraid and too leery to reach out because, wow, the Ace of Pentacles, maybe some of you will get an opportunity to start a new job. Maybe some of you will get an opportunity to get involved in, a financial investment, It could be just about anything, but, it's definitely going to be concerning your money. And hey, this seems like a good financial opportunity. So a new direction or opportunity is going to be presented to you, and it's going to be of a financial nature. So our advice here is the Fool in reverse. That's where the Fool takes off on his new journey, but in the reverse position, he is more likely to make a foolish decision and or act a bit recklessly. So the advice here is don't be foolish. Don't make reckless, impulsive, hasty decisions, okay? You want to go with the flow, which, I know that's hard for Scorpio, but we want to go with the flow. Don't, if things seem like they're standing at a standstill or not moving fast enough, don't get in there and try to push something to happen, because then we could end up making a wrong decision. So the overall advice is just don't act impulsively. Don't make any impulsive, hasty decisions. Don't be reckless. Because this seems like a very good opportunity. You don't want to mess it up. I mean, I know I don't. I'm Scorpio moon, so I'm like, yes, bring me that Ace of Pentacles. I am so ready for that. Okay, sorry about that. I had to pause. My daughter came in. Okay, so here we have our focus card, the Page of Swords. So, this could be us receiving third-party information that, is secret information. This could also indicate spying. And this can also indicate that we may receive some unexpected, disappointing news in which we will have to make quick decisions. Okay, so it's clarified by the King of Cups in the reverse position. So, with our King here in the reverse position, this is definitely indicating that something is definitely taking place on the emotional front in your life. And essentially, you're being asked to rise up and face an emotional issue with maturity, but you just may not feel like doing it right now. You know, there can be a very strong want to detach, to separate yourself, you know, and sometimes that can be necessary for Scorpio. We need to go within and, you know, get right with ourselves, you know. And this is definitely a card that's indicating that, you know, some bad news could have potentially have blown through here recently. And you may not be dealing with it very well, you know, and so this can end up making us being a bit moody and again wanting to detach. Sometimes this can also make us, you know, just want to snap back, you know, at somebody, and you know, our words can be pretty brutal here. But essentially, we need to bring ourselves back into balance if we can, you know, no matter how tough this news may be or this information that you receive. It's definitely going to affect you emotionally. And you may want to detach and, you know, just focus on yourself. You need to face the issue, but you may not feel like it. But, you know, take your time out. And then when you're done, you know, do try to, you know, face the issue head on. So it's definitely something that's going to, you know, the news is definitely going to affect you on an emotional level. Okay, and our advice card is the Queen of Cups. So, Queen of Cups definitely, I mean, again, this is Scorpio. So, you definitely need to bring yourself back into balance. And considering we have the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups, he's in the reverse position. So, you know, this could be about a relationship. You know, this could be a romantic relationship, a marriage, you know, or it could be, you know, a friendship or partnership. But the overall vibe I'm getting is for a lot of you, this could be news. Yeah, news about someone that you may be with or someone you have a relationship with. And so, you know, it will be pretty emotional situation that occurs here. But with the Queen of Cups, you want to, you know, try to handle the news the best way that you can. Try to remain balanced as hard as that may be. Try to not give in to the anger. You know, try to look at things with an open heart, you know. You'll get your balance back. You know, this is news and it's going to be upsetting, but overall, the advice here is, you know, just have an open heart and be ready to get yourself back into balance. It's a temporary balance, so it's going to set you back and potentially throw you off balance emotionally, but you know, overall, rise up and face this emotional issue. Rise up and face it so that we can get to moving forward again. Okay, this was our near future card. We have 4 coins, so some of you are definitely focused on your financial security. You guys are definitely focused on getting more money, building a savings. Some of you could actually be clinging or being overly possessive. Could be with your money, could be with, some of your material items, could be with the situation, could be with a person. Oh, well, this is fantastic. So we clarify and we get the Prince of Wands, okay? So the Prince of Wands, this is definitely indicating that there are some changes coming. And these changes, for some of you, could be very unexpected. And these changes are very positive. Yes, they are very, very positive. And, sometimes this can indicate that we may get a random job offer. Some of us may end up literally going on an adventure, and we were definitely blindsided by it. We were not expecting this type of opportunity to come our way. No matter what type of change comes up here, this is going to be one that's very positive, okay? It's going to take us to some good places, because the changes and the opportunities that the Prince of Wands brings us, they're good changes. So it's not going to be anything bad. These are positive changes, positive forward movement. I love it. And it's definitely going to increase our money. And these opportunities could bring us our financial security. Okay, we clarify, and we have the Ace of Cups in the reverse position. So some of you may be a little leery about this opportunity. Some of you, just may not completely trust it. Some of you may be focused on, your love life or the lack thereof for some of you. When the Ace of Cups is in the reverse position, there is a rushing out of emotions that has taken place. And yes, absolutely, there has been. And so this card can definitely make us a bit leery. But, you don't want to be leery with this opportunity. Don't worry about what happened here, okay? Don't worry about what happens here. Don't let it mess you up, because this opportunity is going to be a good one. It's going to be good. And with the Ace of Cups in the reverse position, this could also be advising you that this opportunity may be one that moves slowly and things may appear rocky, but don't give up, okay? Because if you can hang in there, it could truly, truly be worth it. And it will. Because, the Prince of Wands, he always brings changes that are absolutely for our own good. And they're very positive changes. It's pushing us towards, what we want. So, it may have a bit of a rocky beginning, or maybe you might be mistrustful, but hey, take this opportunity. Grab this opportunity with both hands. Cling on to that opportunity. This is where you need to cling. Don't let it go. It's a good opportunity. Okay, we had our Emperor card, which was our final outcome card. So, yeah, this is definitely about us taking charge of our own life. We're an authority. Or some of you could end up potentially dealing with an authority figure. Or some of you could actually potentially, be dealing with someone that could be your father or an older male. Perhaps this opportunity is brought to you by an older male. For some of you, this could even be your father. Oh, now that is beautiful. Oh, see, I am loving this energy. So, We clarify, we get the Ten of Pentacles. This is amazing. You know, this is about us finally achieving that wealth. You know, and this can definitely indicate, you know, a familial type of wealth, you know. So this opportunity could actually come through someone that is family. And even if it's not family, it could come from someone who is older. But overall, the main point here is this opportunity could potentially put you in a position of authority. And you're going to have that money. The money is going to come in. This is fantastic. This is finally Jupiter and Scorpio rewarding us financially. So this is amazing. I love this. Absolutely wonderful. Advice card, Justice, and Nine of Cups. So Justice, yeah, we're definitely getting what we deserve. Absolutely. I think we've waited long enough. And now we have the Nine of Cups. This is our wish come true card. Hey, this is beautiful. I'm loving this. I really am. Now, you know, I do want to warn you guys, you know, this is going to be a fantastic thing that occurs for us. And the natural reaction may be to want to celebrate. So you do want to be careful not to overindulge, especially in the alcohol. You can drink in moderation and it's fine. Celebrate away. Just don't let it become an everyday thing. You know what I mean? But overall, you know, definitely look at this like your wish is coming true, because it is. And it's about time that we get what we deserve. Shoot. I'm loving that. Okay, so we had our Lover's card for the bottom of the deck. Okay. Then we have the Two of Wands in the reverse position. So we were waiting for results, and so the Two of Wands in the reverse position definitely indicates that there is a delay in receiving, you know, getting the results that we're waiting on, or that the information, you know, the results that we get may not be, you know, the best type of news. And this would have to do with the relationship. So some of you are definitely focused on hearing from someone that you know, are very close to or you love. You know, this could be someone you're married to. This could be someone that you're in a long-term committed relationship with. This could be someone that you've been friends with, you know, and that you care about tremendously. Or this could even be a business partnership with someone that you care about a lot, you know. So, but you were waiting on a decision. And with it being, you know, in the reverse position, the news you get's not necessarily the news that you want to get, okay? And sometimes this can indicate that we just may need to walk away and start over, you know, with something different, someone different, whatever it may be for you. Because backwards movement is definitely indicated, you know, with the Two of Wands. So it's like we take a step forward just to take another step back. We're back at square one. So it's like we didn't solve anything. Okay, so then for the advice, we have the Eight of Cups in the reverse position. So this could definitely be indicating for some of you that some of you could actually decide to go back to someone that you were with. Perhaps you were in a relationship with someone, you walked away, you abandoned the relationship, and maybe you desire to go back. So for some of you, that'll resonate. For some of you, you may be waiting on results with someone, and then someone could return from your past. But this is also about stepping back out into the physical and material side of life. So it's like, take a chill, on the spiritual front. It's okay to come down, to earth and, simply enjoy the material and physical side of life. But again, this could be indicating that you may go back to someone. You may, reconcile with someone that you're in a relationship with, whether it's romantic or platonic. It can go either way. Or this person could actually be Gemini as well. Or that some of you may have someone come back into your life from your past. Okay, now I have the Love Oracle cards. I've done this a little bit differently this month as well. So this is going to be for my single Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Risings. For the singles, flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. Never hurts to flirt, especially if you're single. You can get away with it. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. This card's really there's really a deeper meaning to this card. A lot of times we may have issues with our relationships. We may experience relationship, disappointments and failures. And it can be due to the fact that we have very much, seen what took place between our parents, and sometimes we can take that on or attract those similar type of situations to ourselves. And so yeah, this can cause difficulties within relationships. But there is also a need to forgive your mother or your father, because it's not to endorse that their behavior was okay. So definitely don't get that twisted, because especially with Scorpio energy, shoot, a lot of us have issues with our mother, especially Scorpio moons. We have issues with our mothers. But there is a need to forgive. It's not so much for them, it's more for us, okay? We're not endorsing their behavior and saying, that was okay that you did me like that. No, that's not what this is about. We forgive so that we can move forward and we can try to let go of that toxicity so that we don't attract people that are similar or with similar situations. And that can also speak of abandonment issues as well. Okay, this is for my Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs that are in a committed relationship or married. So, ouch, separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Now, for some of you, this, could just be simply you're separated. Perhaps maybe you're separated because you're out working and maybe you're in another state. Or, maybe your significant other is. And so there's a separation. Now, for some of you, you could be having relationship problems and you may decide to take time apart to figure out what you want to do and how you want to move forward. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Now, this card definitely speaks of us having many soulmates, which is very true. we will have soulmates, that could actually end up being family members. They can end up being, someone that we work with. And for some of you, you do have a soulmate around you, and you're not necessarily aware of it. You may be just looking at it like, oh, we're friends, we're just co-workers, but really there is a connection on a soul level with this person. And it just may take a little bit of time for you to see that. And some of you may be deciding to leave a relationship, and you may be having someone come into your life that will be a bit different than what you would normally be attracted to. Okay, calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So, yeah, some of you definitely could be calling in a soulmate. Maybe some of you who are married, maybe you're deciding, we're separating, we're going to get a divorce. I've had enough of the dumb shit. I want some real love, So some of you could really be focusing on bringing that soulmate and that true love towards you. And some of you have already called in your soulmate, so. And then the final one, we have give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Because for some of you, okay, some of you, separation is a must, okay? And then for some of you, not all hope is lost. It is possible to work things out for some of you. And you may need to seek, counseling, so to speak, to work your issues out. But this is if you choose to do so. So for some of you, there is a chance to work things out if this is what you want to do. But it is totally up to you. And like I try to tell everyone, follow your gut. Do what you know is right for you. Only you know what is going to be best for you. So do what you have to do and do what you know is best. And don't worry about how other people look at you or think, because everyone's got an opinion. Doesn't make it right. So when it comes to your life, only you know what's best for you. And that's it. Okay, definitely be on the lookout for these wonderful opportunities. This is fantastic. I mean, definitely got a major financial opportunity coming our way. It's almost like the universe is paying us back, for good deeds. So I'm all for that. Shoot. Okay. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I hope that it's resonated with you guys. Do please let me know if you like this way, or if you'd like me to go back, or if you don't mind either way. I greatly appreciate your feedback. And thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys, and I will talk to you next month. And I'm sending you blessings of healing, prosperity, and love. Talk to you next month.